Hello, good evening. By
Greetings!
the power of Grayskull.
Jeez, got to turn you down a little bit. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Dom and Tom Sit Talk Hobby. And today we've got a couple of special things to go on about, haven't we, Tom?
I think we do, but
yeah.
do we want to go straight? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should
let's beat around the bush. Before we get to the main event.
Let's go full Warhammer community stream, and let's talk about nothing to do with 40k for 20 minutes.
Okay. Not sure I can last that long, Tom.
No, that's fair enough.
What are you working on tonight?
What am I working on tonight? Well, hello.
Oh, wow.
Which is this.
Yeah.
Obviously. This rather. Got that boxes around that way. There we go. Yeah, but I'm doing it in parts, obviously, because it's a huge bloody model. And when I was starting to put it together, I noticed there were so many overlapping bits and pieces. I thought it would be sensible to break it down into painting sections, if you see what I mean. So
yeah, you've gone with a part assembly route, haven't you?
Indeed, which is going to be a bit of a pain, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. So I'm going to be working on the skin and some of the clothing on this part. Yeah, so what about yourself?
Well, I am working on some Necrons today. I've made some good progress over the last couple of days. I'm doing some dry brushing on the blues, and I'm probably going to try a bit of basing as well tonight. So I'm getting there, which is quite nice. Yeah, I'm quite proud of them so far. Looking quite good, what I've got done. Yes, what about everyone in the chat? What is everybody working on tonight? Something good, I hope.
No.
Also tonight we're going to go through the painting challenge. We've had quite a few entries for that as well. Very exciting. We've decided on the winner as well. I think we had a top 3, didn't we? But
we did.
Decided
we've broken it down to 1. We broke it down to 1, as we usually do, just gradually whittling it down until we have the ultimate contender. I don't know. I'm going a bit weird tonight. I think I've cracked in the head slightly. It's also because I'm quite excited that we're possibly having a game on Monday.
Oh yeah! I can't wait.
No.
Looking forward to it.
As long as we don't wake up that morning and the rain comes crashing down, we're like, no! I'm still playing. I'm still playing.
Yeah. Got to varnish these up. Make sure the paint doesn't go.
Get the tarpaulin out.
Yeah. So in the chat we have got Captain Jack working on some Hellblasters. And we've got a bloke drone from Daryl. Mr. Lee's making tea. Always a good choice. And Gavin's working on the cult. So I'm guessing Gene's still a cult there. So nice. What's someone else working on? There's 19 of you out there.
20.
So far, so 20 now. Yeah, let us know.
And obviously, some of you may have noticed a slightly different thumbnail for this episode. So later on, we'll be announcing that someone possibly breached the threshold for getting something that's sitting right next to Dom there. I don't know if you want to model it quickly.
Here we go.
I'm not sure how happy Dom is about this. So, Gavin's saying clickbait. I don't know what you're on about. There was no intention in clickbait whatsoever.
Tom,
at least
didn't he, with the thumbnail ability there, and it's gone too far.
I've gone too far.
Oh wow! So we've got someone working on 100 urban bases. Very nice. That's pretty impressive. So someone did steal your dog, Captain Jack. A bit of fun.
On the plus side, Jack, he still owes you a £5 now. There you go.
Thanks, Tom. Always got my back there. Much appreciated. What a team player! So, what's happened through the week? Well, Tom, you got yourself a ticket, didn't you, to the Meta event?
I did, because, well, actually, it was quite funny, because obviously, originally I tried to book it, and it was sold out. I put myself on the waiting list, and I got an email back saying, oh, you are now available to buy your reserved ticket on the waiting list. I was like, brilliant. And I bought that, and then literally a few days later, they expanded the event anyway. So, I'm not complaining. I mean, I don't mind either way. I'm going in July, so looking forward to that. That's a highlight.
What you think you're taking, Tom?
I'm probably going to do my Death Guard, I think, because I'm just trying to because I would have played them a few times before then. So I think actually that's a good army to go with that I'm starting to understand at the moment because I have it's either that or I'll take my Templars. So it's a flip it's a flip up between those two because I know them probably the best by that point I suspect. But we'll see. You know, there's one of these things. There's lots of options, isn't there? So. Orcs is polishing off the first barbecue of the year as well. And
Ooh,
what are you taking, Dom?
I'll be taking Necrons, mate.
Oh, them.
Mainly because they are one of my only armies with a codex at the moment.
I mean, actually, that's also another good reason for the taking Death Guard. I suspect we may see quite a few armies based around if they have a codex or not, because they'll be obviously power level wise a lot higher up there, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, really, to be honest, I think I was saying to a couple of my Chaos buddies, probably with taking Chaos, my word bearers at the moment is I probably need half a dozen books to run it. So it's just easier taking Necrons for one book. So that's why I'm doing it.
And Daryl, you said you missed a ticket twice. I must admit, at the corner of my eye, I read that as I missed the toilet twice. I'm quite glad it was the ticket thing, to be fair, because that would be a rather weird thing to be sharing on a YouTube channel chat. But, you know, each their own.
Well, it depends on the type of channel he normally watches.
Yeah. We'll probably leave that one there before that escalates or goes down.
Oh, Ceres, welcome tonight.
Ceres.
Welcome.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that, Tom. Like I said before, when you missed out, I was a bit gutted for you because I think a tournament or any sort of event is always nice to go with a group of friends.
Indeed.
Because you can all kind of like you go off, you have your own separate games. Like if you finish a game early, either through victory or defeat, you can go and see your mate and see how they're doing, have a bit of banter with them and their opponent.
Give them tips on how to beat them.
Yeah, okay. He's always forgetting this thing over here. And then go off and have lunch together. And, you know, it's always really nice. So, yeah, I'm glad. There's a few of us going there, which is quite good.
Also, there's 22 people in chat, but there's only 4 likes. I don't know how you feel about that, Dom.
Well, there's 5. But, yeah, I am a little bit gutted, to be honest, Tom. I didn't want to say anything.
I know we don't normally bring that kind of stuff up, but, you know, I just feel like there's some buttons to be pressed here.
They're pressing the wrong button, Tom. They're pressing the wrong button.
Well, we all know who that is. Lee.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
Mr. Lee has turned into an influencer. He's getting other people to do it for him. 3 of them!
Well, thanks a lot, guys. But I suppose any algorithm's a good algorithm.
Yep, that's how people see it.
Oh dear.
A bad apple indeed. Cover door is here. It will be leaving at some point. We'll go into that in a bit.
Also, just while we're in chat, did anyone actually buy anything to try and win that or at all? Just to make sure I haven't missed anyone, because at the moment we've only aware of one person that broke the cap. So I just want to make sure that no one else actually did do it, and I haven't seen it or something like that, because I would feel quite bad about that, because it would go to the person who I suppose spent the most, so that's the fairest.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ceres. You got to jump on quick, my friend. It's we've kind of already. Oh, he's not allowed. He's got a father. Shame. Fair enough.
Well, like I said on previous streams, Tom, it doesn't have to be for you.
No.
You might want to buy your friend something or your spouse.
No. Don't do it, Dom. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Hold on to it.
Adam is, where's my door? Hopefully, Adam, you're the Adam that lives almost opposite. So I would really have loved it if you got that. It'd been a very easy transaction. I launched the door through your living room window.
And explain that. Try and explain that one to the wife. That would be interesting. Why is there a cupboard door in our living room and a smashed window? Well, funny story. Does that equal some background? No. Sadly not.
So, did you see the new Sister of Battle model, Tom?
The one with the little staff?
The little staffy one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
What do
looks
you
quite
think?
nice. Looks quite nice. I may add it to my collection at some point. Unfortunately, because of this Discord thing I'm doing, I seem to have bitten off a large amount of my time going into this army, I suspect.
Yeah. Well, Tom, if you decided to do Greater Demons first, you are going to be there for a little while.
Well, I
Pending
don't
Greater
know.
Demons.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I might do a real bad job of this on purpose and make it look bad. No, I won't do that. That would make me feel
Um,
bad.
yeah, make me feel bad.
Well, no. Eventually, we'll be able to team up in a massive Greater Demon Alliance of some description with Word Bearers and you. I mean, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be good, mate. Yeah, I'd actually look forward to that.
Yes. We'll have to.
But get back to Sister Battle model. I think it
Oh yeah.
looks
Sorry.
quite tasty, to be honest. I
Yes.
quite like the idea of a chaplain-esque model in the Sisters.
I mean, it's also quite interesting because I am guessing it's going to have similar rules to the Chaplain.
Yes, I
Um,
would believe it would.
which is interesting in the fact that I suppose that again, I think we were talking about this the other day, that a lot of the codexes are going to start to look a little bit similar in places, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a few armies that do have something similar anyway, isn't there?
Yeah.
Really, they've got different processes that make them a bit unique, but essentially they kind of boost troops up, don't they? So things like orders for guard, you got prayers, and what's they call it for loyalist scum.
Scum.
So you have got some things already out there, haven't you? So I think Sisters needed to have something in there. Really, it seems a bit bizarre that they didn't have something like a chaplain in there.
No, it is fair enough. It is fair enough. Yeah. But it's one of these ones that I think we may see a few more things like this for various armies as they come out, which is actually, yeah, it's got positives and negatives. I mean, obviously, if they make things very similar, you may feel you don't have a lot of variation except for the look of the models, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think it's important that you do kind of keep some sort of unique
Yeah.
player element in your army.
However, balance-wise, it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right.
Although then you may end up with lots of cookie cutter armies very very similar. So there's lots of pros and cons to it. I personally think they will keep the diversity because I think it would be suicide to do it the other way. So it's just my feeling on it anyway.
Absolutely right. The post from yeah, yeah, no, he does. They're very similar. He's quite an influential Necron, so maybe that she saw it and went intimidating.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Whatever a Necron can do, I can do better.
Reanimate. Uh-oh.
This thing has got an awful lot of skin on it, Tom. It's scary.
Well, you knew what you're getting into, Tom.
Skin and scales.
Yeah.
But
fun stuff.
I'm actually,
fun stuff. What's everyone's thoughts on the new Sisters model? You're a fan? Not a fan? I like that you get two different heads.
Dom loves his heads.
Yeah, I do love different heads.
Good. Glad you went with that choice of sentence.
Hello, Isaac and Pinhead Larry.
Larry, Isaac, and Peter Higgins is glad it comes with the helmeted head option. Yep, no, that's. I'm always a fan of using the helmeted head.
Yep, you are.
Oh dear.
Captain Jack doesn't like it at the moment. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that when you see it in person, you probably change your mind, or
No, that is fair enough. I have hated some models that I've seen released and then actually held them in person and gone, actually, it's not actually that bad. I think that's a very, very true fact on some models. So, yeah. What's this? Be serious, it looks good, almost Lumineth size second wing. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of new stuff for Sisters, isn't there, coming out?
I mean, to be fair, the range itself before they released it was actually quite small, in my opinion.
Yes.
Because it was very much like, here's your sister battle box. You can build 5 or 6 different squad types out of this one box. That was kind of, it's all the same: Retributors, Celestians, Dominion squads, Battle Sisters. It's all very similar. So they did
Yeah,
need to have a bit of a
bit of
branch out.
diversity in there.
I think it needed doing because and also their vehicle choices were, in my opinion, god awful, really. Except for the Exorcist, which is great. Um, and I said I've come round to the Castigator. I think I've come round to that now. So
Yeah,
just took a little bit of looking at it and going, that's not too bad. I'm not thrilled with I suppose the mechanics of it. I suppose that's probably the better way to say it. But I can deal with it now. It's fine. It's all good. So I will be possibly getting a couple of them at some point. But again, demons are now going to have to be my focus for a little while. So which I hope all you guys
yeah,
are happy with. So and obviously keep an eye on my Tom's Discord Army channel in Discord. Speaking of Discord, if you are joining us for the first time, we've almost got 30 people on.
well done, everybody.
So if you haven't joined us on Discord and you'd like to hop in and get involved with our painting challenges and come make some decisions on my new army and other things that we decide to do in the future, if you use the Discord link here, I'll drop you into our waiting room. Me or Dom will upgrade you to a member, and you can come join us. We typically only invite people on live stream because we want to keep it for that kind of crowd, so to speak, because we tend to talk about stuff that we do in there quite a bit. Fair assessment, I think, Dom. So
Yeah, definitely. It's a lovely little community we've got building up there, and it's very warm and welcoming. So come on in, guys, guys and girls.
There's no skill door. You come in, no matter how good you are or whatever. Just come and join.
Yeah, definitely. If you've seen some of our content, there's we've set the bar relatively low. So yeah, come on in.
Hello, Mike Underwood. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming on. Right. Anyway, shall we? Do you reckon we're about ready to do the challenges, Dom?
I think we should do the challenges.
We've rambled for about 20 minutes. I think it's only fair that we, because there's probably some people here just waiting to leave. So.
Wait to leave.
Waiting to leave.
Just wait to see if they've won anything, and then they're like, "Nah, I'm off." Yeah. So, guys, as there's a few of you on tonight, we set painting challenges every couple of weeks for those on Discord, and basically everyone sends them back to us, and we will go through them all on the stream tonight and announce the winner, and then we'll set the next painting challenge. So it's all fun and games. Good to get through your cupboard of grey, which I'm sure most of us out there have, or all of us do. So Tom, without further ado, shall we get started?
Yeah. So anyway, it's just to refresh everyone. This was a kind of a challenge to see to paint and put up a model that you maybe had lying around for a long time, an old model, something that you hadn't touched for a long time, or even just something like or an old model in the fact that it was built and created like 20 years ago, something like that. Anything that kind of theme. So it didn't matter what it was. There was no real context on it. It was just sort of put what you wanted up. Now I can't remember who's done this one. This is the Ogrin, Dom. Let's go pop there.
The old Ogrin. I think it was Isaac. Are you the Ogrin?
Let's put that in there.
I think it is the it's the equivalent of Nork Dead Dog, but for Chaos.
So Chaos Dead Dog.
Would you like to start on this one, Tom?
Yes. So I've noticed your bases have jumped up a bit there. They've come I don't know if you've seen Isaac's obviously previous one. I think his bases have improved a lot actually.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yeah,
and I must admit, I like the chosen colour scheme on your carapace there, red and gold. Always good for a chaos thing, and I do especially like the hat on the on the side speaker thing there, which looks very commissarish. But I'm assuming there'll be a chaos version of that, which I'm not too familiar with. But no, very very good job on that, mate. Well done. How do you feel on that one, Dom?
Likewise, I think you can see that Isaac's bases have come on a fair bit there as well. It's a nice contrast with the dark red and the gold. It works quite nicely. I'm going to draw into the eyes of Norky here. Kind of looks a little bit like I'm trying to think what his name is from. God, I can't think of what it is.
We're talking about superheroes here, or
No, for our animated series.
Oh, I'm not too far up on the old
Yeah,
animated series, but
no, that's okay. We'll come back to it. I'll shout it out halfway through the rest
okay.
of these
And I'll go, what are you
challenges.
talking about?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes,
in Rick and Morty, there's an alien in one of them, and it looks a bit like that. But very cool. It's a very nice model, and easily kind of turned there to like the chaos kind of way of thinking. So yeah,
cool.
great job on that.
All right, well, ready for our next one. I think this was Aaron's. Was this the Orc Plane? Is that right?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
So that
some
is
Forge
now
World.
up on the screen there, which I've never seen this model before, actually.
Nice.
So
Yeah, it's like the old Forge World Orky bomber.
yeah, very cool. I presume this is Evil Sons, I think.
Yeah. So I really love this model. It's a nice old one there. We don't really see many of these anymore because obviously Games Workshop released their one, and then it kind of sidelined the Forge World ones here. But I really love the artwork on the wings there. You can see like a freehand. I'm pretty sure that's free-handed kind of Evil Sun there.
Yeah,
I
oh,
think it's
definitely, yeah.
very tasty. And also, I can't quite make out the bottom in this photo, but I'm guessing it's just being dragged along, or it's like an objective piece or something rather than on a flying base. I don't think you'd quite get away, Aaron, with that as a flying unit in a game. But yeah,
Well, maybe
nice,
it's got a telescopic rod that raises it up and down. You don't know.
Mm.
So, but no, I love it. I actually love the model as well. I think it's got that kind of shark-esque head, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The
Nice bit of nose art on there.
yeah,
Isn't it?
it's very very cool, and I really like the custom decals that have been done on it. Very cool work on that. And there's a nice bit of shine on the metal work. I think on the little gimbal style turret at the back looks quite cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and again, I like the little addition of obviously the pilot who's standing at the bottom there. Very nice. You don't obviously typically, as we were just saying, you tend to see flyers high up, but it's quite nice to see one at ground level for just even if it's an aesthetic thing. It's quite nice. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to play the game, but that's not what we're here all about sometimes. So
It's all about hobby, Tom, isn't it? It's all about the hobby.
deedly. Okay, so that's that one.
Oh, we've got to start clapping. So,
sorry.
Isaac, well done
Isaac,
for your
Isaac for Isaac.
York.
And Aaron,
And well done,
equally.
Aaron, for your Orkiness.
Congratulations, sir. Yes, we'll try to get on top.
Oh, we'll try and remember clapping. Someone remind us.
Okay, next one, number 3. This is some Nurgle bloat. Fetid bloat. Oh, I can't remember the name of this damn thing.
Yeah, from old Mimi.
From Memequisitor.
Yep.
Ah, a very yes. Do you want me to go or you go? You
go. You go on this one, I think.
Right.
Yeah, you're your first.
Oh, it's fine. So obviously we have a very Nurgle-esque looking unit here. I like the kind of dirtiness of it, and some very nice work on some of the fleshwork dripping down there. Good breakup of each of the colours, and yeah, it looks very Nurgle-y, in my opinion. Got a nice aesthetic on it to do that. So yeah, good.
Yeah. I really love the flesh on this. It's just it's really disturbing. It's just like it's just vile and horrible, and you wouldn't want to touch it, and it's really good. So yeah, I love that, and the bone kind of effect there, and you've got a bit of flesh hanging off the top. I'm enjoying these. I think we've seen a few of these kind of appear now, haven't we? On the
yes, yeah.
Discord challenges. So yeah, it's nice to see another one join the party. Gross in a good way, definitely. So yeah, great. I think that's a very nice addition. I think I've got one of these hanging around somewhere.
Well, why is it not in my possession?
I'm not going to give you any more weapons, am I?
See what I'm dealing with. Honestly, I just don't understand.
Right. Anyway, good job.
Good job. On to number 4. We have a Chaos Knight on a horse. Now, who did this one?
From Ceres, I believe.
Ceres.
I'm double checking. I don't want to get.
I think Ceres is obviously in chat. He might.
Yes, it is from Ceres.
It is
yes,
from Ceres.
It is.
Excellent. So yes, so you can.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. So this one. There you go. I love this model. I think it's really nice.
Acheron the Ever-Chosen. Sorry, there we go.
Yeah, so it's an absolutely beautiful model. I love the muscle tone on the steed. When the mane and around where the hooves are, you got the hair. It just blends in nicely.
Yes.
So yeah, it's really nice. As always with these photos, I want to see more. But we do limit it to one photo. So I'd be interested to see what the rest of the cloak looks like going down the back there. But it's a lovely, lovely model. On a square base as well, which I think is always rewarding for people to.
It's nice to see a square base now and then.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, really, really nice. And the helm nicely aged there as well. What about yourself, Dave?
Well, again, I think the horse looks great. I think that actually overall that model, I don't think I'd actually seen it previously to this popping up in the painting challenge room. And I think it was a great one to work with. I especially love the base on it as well, with the cracking lava sort of pushing it out at the bottom, which looks great. And the horse has got some really good definition on it, and I love that sword. The sword's just flaming enough, and the way it's pointing at us in this particular angle looks great. So, and the horned helm, I mean, you can't go wrong with a horned helm, can you?
Only if you sit on it.
Very true. But I mean, you had to sit on that a very specific way for that to sort of,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you and your friend could sit on it together, and it could be painful. Maybe. Right. Anyway, we're going down a horrible route.
So anyway, Ceres, well done.
Ceres, well done.
Let's go on to the next one. So we're going to number 5 here. We have some Servitors.
Ooh, this is from Paul.
It's Paul. Fine. I didn't realise.
Paul is in the chat.
I think these. I personally, I really like these. I like they've got some quite old school bases on them as well, in my opinion. The kind of grassy look on them. But however, the Servitors themselves have been painted excellently. So I do like the breakup of red, kind of the red Servitor suit, and then the metal adornments all over them. It's got some good shading on there as well. Good breakup between skin and other areas. And yeah, I think it's. I mean, you very rarely see Servitors on the tabletop nowadays. And I think they look like the metal models, I believe.
Yeah, I think these are the metal ones.
So they would have been quite old ones as well. So that really does fit this brief quite nicely as well. How about yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. Likewise, I love the contrast there between the good old red and the silver. There, it's nicely aged on the metallics. The bases are quite nice as always. We do like a good base.
We do.
And yeah, it's a nice, like you said, it's a nice model that you wouldn't always see, and it's nice to see them kind of make a little appearance. So yeah, well done on the Servitors there. Yeah, very nice. Well done, Paul.
Come on. You can't start this and stop, it's just embarrassing.
Right.
We're going on to number 6. But there were 8 entries in total tonight, guys, so...
yeah, well done, everybody.
Mr.
Yeah,
Blue?
really good. Mr. Blue. Alpha Legion.
And this is a very old school model.
It is. And it's a kit bash as well.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, so you've got the old Space Marine from 2nd edition, I'm going to say, from the old starter box of the Goth Orcs and Gretchens.
Yes.
These guys here. And it's got the old Chaos Space Marine backpack on there to make him real
Chaosy.
Yeah, so I like it. I think he put a contrast picture up next to a Plague Marine. I don't know if it was on Discord or Instagram. But yeah, there's a definite size difference.
Big size. Well, I mean, these are even to the normal Marines. Mark 1 are tiny, really. It just shows you how far Games Workshop have come with their model abilities, because these are also very static posed as well. It's very much like.
I even not really playing Space Marines. I had loads of these guys. I think most players did back in the day. You just had all these them with the missile launcher ones, the sergeant with the Wiggly Arm, and the Flamer guys. They were very nice models to have.
But very good Alpha Legion paint scheme on there as well. So really well done with that, Mr. Blue.
Yeah, nice in the recesses there on the pauldron.
And even around the knee pads as well. Looks good definition between the points.
Really good.
It's actually quite hard to achieve on that model, I suspect, because it's not got the most huge amount of detail on it. So
yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah.
So yes, Mr. Blue, well done.
Yeah, well done. Clap, 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 clap.
Okay, number 7. Come on down. Now I can't remember who painted this one. It's Mr. Calgar.
That is Mr. Are you a fiver?
Mr. Jack Gumption.
Yeah. Well done.
Yes.
Old school Calgar and a banner.
And a banner as well. I mean, I would love to see all 3 of the iterations. There's 3 iterations of Calgar, wasn't there?
Yes, there are. Yeah.
I'd love to see all 3 of them side by side and see how much he's growing.
Yeah. It's a lot, isn't it? He's not. He grew quite a bit into his Terminator armor, and then he's taking it all the way.
He was like
up to 11.
Full Primaris.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, according to Pinhead Larry, there's 4 iterations of Calgar. I did not know that. So,
jeez. Is that the really old school kind of Rogue Trader one as well? Is that Calgar? I think it is Calgar. He's like sitting down. But, very nice. Anyway, I think it's just a classic model, and to have a paper banner on there, yes. No, cool. Mr. Lee, I think that's the same one we're thinking of. Yeah, sitting down the guy. Yeah.
Oh, and his little. Yeah. I think I know the one you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So really nice. Good definition there on the pauldron, on the bronze there as well. Nice bit of wash used there to define the depths there. And classic model. Definitely going with the theme, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Okay.
Oh, and a raised base.
Yeah. So, well done.
Well done, Jack.
Well done, Jack. You see that £5 note between his hands? Look, he's got it right there.
Oh, it's gone.
And then the last one for the paint challenge this evening. This is from Orkster, if I remember correctly.
Oh yes. Oh, something special.
There we go.
It's a Titan.
He wasn't quite sure he was going to get this finished either. He just slipped it in at the last moment.
Yeah.
So really well done, man. Because I know the turnaround this was a bit quite quick actually. Because I think you only started it through the second week, if I remember correctly. Because I think you had to 3D print a replacement part for it, if I recall, right at the beginning of the process.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
So well done for that, man.
I think we clearly inspired him when we talked about Adeptus Botanicus.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Titans. They're fun. Awesome model, iconic. I remember like one of my first White Dwarves. This guy was featuring in it, and I was like, wow, that is incredible. I absolutely love this model. I think it's a thing of beauty.
Indeed.
Yeah, and it's amazing that people have still got one hanging around that's not painted. So good job.
Obviously that was one of my thoughts about this particular challenge, and I think we could run this one again at some point, which I think would be quite cool, where you try and find something really old, or even if you went out and bought something really old, that would be cool. But it's just quite nice to see some of these older models pop up out of nowhere, and also to see what's sort of lying about in your collections which you may not even know about. I mean, I know I've got stuff in my cupboard. I think, do you know what, Dom? I think I know what my oldest model actually is now. I think I know what it is. It's the when I bought the Warhammer Online Collector's Edition, it came with Wurzag.
Oh yeah, the Fantasy Orc guy.
I think I still have that new in box sitting around, so maybe that's one to get done and maybe convert into 40k. But I think he's quite a chunk of metal, to be fair. I had to have a look at that at some point because.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always going through eBay, just looking at old models. Trying to, like I said about this Titan here, go back and look at these old models and just go. Oh, actually, I could redo that. I could buy that and then just paint it for the sake of it. Because they just need a bit of love, don't they?
They do. Especially with today's painting techniques. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was all with Mr. Blue's Alpha Legionnaire. It's if you put a bit more into it, it brings the model out. So yeah, a great job, everyone for this one. It's really good.
Yes.
Outcome.
And yes, Mr. Lee, I will have a look for him over the weekend if I get a chance. I definitely will. So anyway, and we're still agreed on our winner, Dom, I presume? Yes? We're still happy with the...
Yes.
In that
Believe we
case,
are.
I will get rid of this picture here and we'll get ready for the grand reveal. Are you ready?
So yeah, it was a bit tough, but we came up with a winner, and the winner is...
They can see it. They can see it. They can see it.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Clap. Ceres.
Well done,
King
Ceres.
of Beauty.
Yeah.
Absolutely great. Inspires me even more to do a Slaves of Darkness army for AOS. Models like that. Oh man, he's awesome.
This one was very close, by the way, because we both had three of them that we really liked, but this one came up, I think, in both our lists that we were kind of impressed with. So don't feel disheartened if you didn't win the challenge, because in my opinion, all the models this week were really, really, really good, and it was lovely to see all of your old collections, guys. So keep hang on to them, because we'll run this again in a few months' time, maybe, when we start to cycle around some of the older ideas, because I know it is actually quite difficult to come up with them every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, Tom, shall we go into this fortnightly?
I think Dom is going to explain this one. So
this time, guys, it's going to separate the men from the boys. It's going to be it's going to be a challenge that I personally would have loved to take part in, but unfortunately I can't. But it's down to freehand work. So it's going to be down to nose art on a vehicle, tattoos on a big monstrous creature, banners. It could be anything along those lines, but it's got to be freehand work on a model. So it's going to be a tough one, I think. And I really hope that you guys are going to take this and run with it.
Have a go.
Yeah.
Because
and it's a learning curve, isn't it? Like, if you haven't done it before, do it once. It might not work out. You might go, actually, next time I'll do this. But as always, it's a challenge. It's fun. We're all supportive. And go for it, guys.
Apparently, Captain Jack isn't disheartened, but he is quitting the hobby as a result of not winning that challenge.
So that $5 remains in my pocket. I mean, in the mail.
That Royal Mail, mate, they're terrible, aren't they?
So guys, I'll put that up in Discord later.
Oh, see you, Isaac. Take care, mate.
And make sure you take part. Do something different.
Please do, yeah.
See you later, Isaac. So, Tom, shall we move on to the thumbnail piece?
Well, yes, I think it would be sensible to bundle that in here. So, obviously, last week we mentioned that there was a kind of a March Madness sale on over at Goblin. And
yes, freehand. Stickman, yes.
And we said basically that if someone was to purchase over £150 worth of goods on the online store via our link, we would give them, or Dom. To be fair, I shouldn't say this. I suggested it. I feel a bit bad because Dom has now lost his cupboard door, which is the one there. So we'll both sign it as well. So it's got a little bit of collector's appeal.
At some point, if you spend over a certain amount, you might get yourself a Game of Thrones computer chair.
There we go.
Anyway.
Yeah, so anyway, there was one person that sent us a screenshot over the weekend and said that they'd done this and showed me the proof that they bought stuff, which is great. And that particular person was Kane Tragus, who's hopefully on chat. So well done.
I saw him earlier. Well done. Clap, 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 clap.
You're now the proud owner of a door that resides in Tom's studio at the moment.
Well done.
Oh, look, there you go. You don't have to give it away either.
I
I'll tell
Have
you.
no idea.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Here's a good idea. What you need to do, mate, Kane, if you send us something to stick on the door
Yeah, do that. That's a good
with
idea.
your name on it, and maybe we can make it a regular feature. You can buy a spot on the door with something.
Why is it always my stuff?
Or something to go on my wall behind me if you want. There you go. We can
Yeah.
we can do something. But I'll talk. I speak to him outside of the stream anyway, so I'll have a chat with you about that, and we'll see if we can sort something out a bit amusing if you really don't want it to send up. So, but yeah, we want to do something because it's nice to sort of have that bit of recognition on it. I think because it was
Yeah.
quite an amusing one, and we can sort of say maybe we can put your name tag on it so that you own the door technically, so you can collect it at a later date if you need it for something. Like
Yeah,
maybe
if you ever find
maybe having a
yourself in
kitchen, you need a
and
door.
yeah.
But I know. But thank you for taking part. Anyone else who did do that. But we'll maybe we won't make the price the price limit. So when Dom dies, you got to leave it to him in his will. That's a
Yeah. Yeah. You got to send me your address.
Oh
When
dear.
Dom-
Same as someone else who owns the fiver in his pocket.
Quickly, move on.
Anyway, so yes, we'll
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, well Andy,
yeah.
Kane, tell us what you bought on Goblin as well to the chat if you want, just so everyone knows, because I didn't want to post your link because obviously that was your thing you just sent to me, so I wouldn't want to post it on stream. So go for it if you want to
And
share.
on that note, what did everyone else buy from Goblin?
Yeah, did anyone else buy anything as a result of this? I mean, not necessarily trying to beat the thing, but maybe people some bought some stuff over the March period to get. I mean, I think it's still running at the moment actually till the 31st. So it seems like a very good segue into that. If you haven't used the link in our
Yeah, exactly, guys. Use Goblin Gaming. There's a link below. I'm not going to do the whole act.
and on top of that, use the code March Madness in caps, and you get an additional 5% at the moment. So, well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, Sarah, that's the annoying thing. Actually, I think you're going to miss that because it won't be running on that Friday, which is actually very frustrating.
Yeah.
Because there's an additional 5% on that, which is a bit sad. But still, I hope you. I mean, I hope you buy everything in there. It'd be great. I know Adam. Yeah, Adam was talking to me earlier today. He needed to use it. But didn't have anything he wanted in stock, which is very unusual for Goblin. But I think actually at the moment, from what I can see, a lot of places are having trouble stocking certain items, especially spray paint at the moment. Spray paint seems to be like gold dust from Games Workshop at the moment, including on their own website, from what I can see. So, but hopefully they'll overcome. Maybe it was all stuck on that container that was in the Suez Canal.
Maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, Peter's gone screw fix this month. All right,
Well,
nice.
There's
Cool
home improvements won't do themselves. So
yeah. How's everyone's hobby going on the
Yeah,
stream? Have you all
what's-
stopped to have a chit chat, or are you persevering and carrying on?
I've got to persevere. I've got to do a video blog on this as well, Dom.
On the door or
On the Slanesh Demon. We could do one on the door as well if you want. Dom had a lucky escape, didn't have to lose his door.
Win-win. Yeah, so I'm quite happy about that, to be honest. It'd been a bit inconvenient.
Hello, Addy YouTube. I'm assuming you're asking what's going on. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, well, what is going on is we've just gone through our painting challenges for the fortnight. Viserys has won with his AOS Chaos 90 guy. Can't think what his name is. It's escaped me. I have retained my cupboard door after a giveaway very nicely. And people are just going through what they've ordered for their hobby requirements.
Acheron. Yes, there you go, Dom. Acheron, the ever
Sorry,
chosen. Come on, Dom. You're supposed to be better than this.
I am supposed to be better than this, but we both know I'm not.
So yeah, the other thing, obviously, Dom's just rented out his cupboard door. Yeah. Obviously, I might just have to put a caveat on what can go on the door. Nothing too risque.
Yeah. Let's not put anything too extreme on the door, people.
Yeah.
It will be.
I mean, I could censor it. To be fair, it is possible. I'd just rather not have to do that every week.
Plus, this is a platform for advertising as well.
Yeah, I do know you, mate. I do know you. That's why I'm bringing this warning. But yes, obviously the other thing that we were having a quick chat about was me and Dom are hopefully having a nice outdoor game in his garden on next Monday, because we are allowed to meet up now.
Yes, we are.
And so we're going to hopefully have a 1500-point game of Death Guard versus Necrons.
Yes, yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be good.
It's double new codex fun. Hopefully it'll end up being a good game, and hopefully Don will remember how to play 40k, because when was the last time you actually rolled dice with a vengeance?
Good question, Tom. I actually put a picture up on, I think, Discord or Instagram last time I played a game, which was against Dave Holland. I don't know if Dave Holland's still in the chat, but we worked together, and on our lunch break we had a 500-point game. So that I'm definitely last year now, I think.
Yes. And me and Vicky have been trying to do a game for a while, but we haven't quite got round to it yet, which is bad. But we're going to try again hopefully this week, if we get a chance, because we've got some days off and some time, which would be nice. I did actually forget to mention at the beginning of the stream, I'm also on call today and this week, so so far so good. Oh yes, no, Ceres. I mean, my entire force is pretty much Terminators. So, as Dom knows, it's I have 20 Blight Lord Terminators that I'll be bringing.
Fun time.
And I'm hopefully going to bring my new Demon Prince as well. I think my painted, well, not this one, obviously. This would be weird because it hasn't really got arms, but
yeah, it's not going to do much, is it? But no, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a very interesting game.
Yes, and we are filming it, so as long as it's not lashing down with hailstones or something.
Yeah, we should be fine.
But I think at the moment we have been predicted some fairly good weather for the next week or so, so we may even get sunburn.
Maybe we will get sunburn. Well, I've got a couple of Funcast models for my Necrons, so it could end up very badly for them if it gets too hot. Captain Jack, the next painting challenge is to do something freehand. So that could be a banner, could be nose art on a vehicle, or it could be tattoos on a character. But it's got to be freehand.
Also, probably could clarify that you don't actually have to paint an entire model for this. You could just freehand something on a model you already have if you're feeling brave enough.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, good point.
Don't want people to feel they have to paint a model and then freehand something on it, because some people may not have the time to do that.
Excuses, Tom. Yeah, we'll put that. Jack, we'll put that in Discord.
Yes.
As a reminder. But honestly, really great entries from everyone. It's great to see them, but it does make mine and Tom's job a little bit harder going through them and picking
yes. Well, I will say that in my opinion, there's been a general improvement for people that have posted regularly, in my opinion. So, really keep up the work. And yeah, I think maybe I'm speaking a bit ahead here. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll keep my folder of all of the ones that we've had throughout the year, and we'll post them all up at the same time on a big post in Discord or something, so that everyone can see all the challenges over the year. I think that'd be quite a nice sort of. Then you can see how much you guys have done.
Definitely.
It may surprise you.
It definitely surprises me when I was going through everything I painted in lockdown. I was quite amazed how much I actually did.
I think we said we were going to try and get list them together, weren't we, or something?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I was particularly productive, but both of us still having to work. We didn't really have actually any more free time. If anything, I had less free time in lockdown than I did before. Looking very nice. Are you going to put a picture of that up in Discord or Insta?
Probably both. I mean,
Cool.
I don't know about Instagram. It's going to look a bit weird. This one. So here's
Here's the
here's the torso of a demon. Decide how
So, what are your predictions, guys, for the game?
Oh yeah.
Necron Death Guard. Is it going to be a Death Guard victory or a Necron victory, or one of them going to run away with it, or what type of mission should we do? Do a narrative, or?
Oh yeah, that's another good point.
It's down to you guys tonight to pick the mission, and your predictions as well be much appreciated.
Well, maybe I could pick up the that Crusade book for Death Guard if you want. We could do a Death Guard mission. Although actually, I have the Necron one already.
Oh, there we go.
So we could do one out of there.
Apparently, Death Guard are going to one-shot some flyers. Gavin!
I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to one-shot them with. I haven't got the most ranged army.
A Reaper autocannon. Fly out the sky.
I don't lose units on Death Guard. Dom doesn't realise that yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sorry, mate. It just doesn't happen.
Big talk here. Andy reckons Necrons are more resilient than Death Guard.
Challenges. This will be good.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what the death toll's like at the end of the game. 1,500 points.
It's going to be interesting, mate.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely have these warriors all sorted by then.
Let's get some of this Warp Fiend Grey and see how this goes onto this model. This should be interesting. I'm kind of doing a little bit blind on this. I tried not to take too many tutorials on. So
have you taken any tutorials?
I've taken a couple. I've taken on a couple just for, but nothing serious. So I'm not following a guide for this because actually, I must confess, there was very little guides for a paint brushed version of the Keeper of Secrets.
Yeah.
A lot of airbrush versions, but not any real good brush stroke versions. But there's lots of ones about what paints to use the skin and stuff like that. So I have gone with some of their suggestions on the paints, but I haven't really gone into any techniques that I'm using. So this could turn out interesting. We will see.
Nice.
Oh, I'll check Duncan Road. I didn't realise he had one for this. That's interesting. I did a very extensive search for it though. I was really looking around for stuff because I was just curious what other people kind of generally did with it. Because it is quite an intimidating model in all seriousness. But
yeah, it does look intimidating, mate. I'm proud of you, Tom.
But we'll see how we go.
Do you normally use a tutorial video when you're starting a new model range or a new model, or
me, or
yeah, or anybody?
In all seriousness, it would depend on the model, I think. And if I'm, I used one for my Red Scorpions because I was very interested in trying out some new techniques at the time. I think typically I will use a tutorial video if I want some new techniques. Because I think sometimes, yes, as much as painting does help extend your knowledge, I think watching other people's painting can really help you go above and beyond certain limits. So that's kind of, yeah.
Would you be averse to taking part in a live tutorial with someone, or are you just happy watching them?
I think I'd rather watch personally, but I'm fairly game with joining in with someone painting. I think it was one of those things, isn't it? It's just you put your work on display live. It's quite an intimidating thing for some people, I think. I don't know how you feel about it.
Probably quite similar, to be honest, mate. To be honest, I don't.
You're not a big progress model sharer, so.
Well, yeah, that's one thing. I don't normally do my work in progress photos unless I get very far along, and then I've got finishing touches to do. But yeah, I don't know. I might take part in like a live tutorial. I don't tend to watch them if I'm doing a new model. Occasionally I've watched a couple, but most of the time I bit of improv, I suppose. Kind of see how it goes. Oh, in the bin.
I'm sure it's not that bad, Dom. Sure, it's not that bad, mate.
I think I'd rather watch personally. Tom, the Black Duck Studios 2021.
Something for the door. Well, you know, some people like to watch, some people like to join in. It's one of those preference things, I suppose. I've just heard Vicky go, "Oh my god." I think I've decided I'm going to go with a more purplish skin though on my ones.
Okay, purple skin. Nice. The head going to be particular purple, or
bit like this, you see? Come on, focus.
I can't really make it out too well.
No,
to be
it's
honest.
not. It's I know.
Oh, hang on. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go very dark purple on some of the dress robes.
Oh, cool.
Because a lot of the box art's very kind of pale off-white skin, but I want to do something slightly different myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's something that's never really. I've never particularly liked of the Slaanesh range. Is that off kind of whitey, purpley skin? It's not really something I find particularly great. But each their own. To be fair, I mean obviously it must be popular, otherwise I wouldn't keep doing it. Has anyone else painted a Keeper of Secrets in the chat tonight? I had a Keeper of Secrets once. It was
how much?
Old metal one.
Ooh.
That was probably the size of a dreadnought, if not smaller. I don't know if anyone else remembers that model, but yeah, it was tiny. Teeny tiny.
Andy's on the waiting list for Meta, apparently.
Come on, Andy, you can do it. What would you take, Andy, if you went to Meta? What would you take?
Well, you could always craft a 3-player team for their other event, because I think that sold out as well. I don't know, actually.
I don't know. We've already got the tickets for that, haven't we?
We have, yes. We already had them, but they opened it up again the other day. So, there's always options to check that out. And, of course, we've got our event as well, so...
Yep. We're just waiting for a confirm on the...
for a date, really, aren't we?
Date, yep. Blood Angels, nice. Nice. Ceres, what great demons have you got at the moment? I personally only have the Bloodthirster and Scarbrand. I may have focused on one particular.
Obviously, this particular collection, I'm going to have one of each. So by the end of this particular first part of my army, I will have all 4 Greater Demons.
Nice.
Which I'm actually really looking forward to actually having in my collection, because they're some of my more favourite models in the Demon range, definitely. And basically, my thinking behind this is if I take some time on these guys, by the time I've finished doing all 4 of them, the Codex will be out for them. And I can start having a proper look at the rest of the army in a more kind of narrative-y sense, but also trying to learn what they actually do, because I haven't got the 8th edition Demons Codex actually. It's one of the ones I do not have. But
there's not much in it, to be fair, mate. It's not the best codex out there.
No, and if I'm totally honest, I'm happy to sit and wait until the new one comes out. So, and just enjoy more narratively collecting and painting. So, Can Gavin paint my? No, you can't paint my Lord of Change. I've got to do it myself. I've got to do it myself. Even though Gavin, I know you would do a very good job on it. So it's nothing to do with your paint ability. It's more that I feel as it's my Discord army, I should definitely do the models myself for this.
Yeah, Gavin has got a lovely Thousand Suns army.
He does indeed.
In a previous battle report of Astra Militarum, or the Guard, against the Thousand Suns, and I think we've got Fate Weaver in that one, haven't we? So it's a very fun battle report, actually, if you haven't seen that one already.
Yeah, and I think I'm hopefully going to, at some point with Gavin, actually get a game with him with his Thousand Suns again, but actually film it this time. So I'll be looking forward to doing that. Callbacks for your Nurgle. I won't be using name demons, Daryl, I'm afraid. It'll be only generic because I want them to be specifically for this narrative I'm doing on which I'll be hopefully reviewing on the website soon. I have been working on it a little bit this week, but I haven't had a lot of time yet. I'm hoping over the weekend I can sit down and do some more writing for it. And I've got to do Dom's. Dom's going to have a page for his 83rd War Host as well.
For the 83rd!
So he's going to supply me some information on some of his leaders and key, and there's some pictures and stuff that will go up on there. So, because I thought it'd be quite a nice way to track some of the stuff that they've done in our narrative campaigns.
Yes, yep. Winner.
All those apocalypse losses.
What? How dare you, sir?
Well, that was the scary thing is, Dom, we're getting near to the point where you start planning our next one.
Yes, we do. It's going to be good.
I hope so. When your box is done, mate, the other box you've got hiding, you need to get that done before then.
Yep, don't you worry. That will be done. That will be done.
That will be very awesome to have a one-on-one with those.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll see if new model syndrome kicks in with that one.
I suspect it probably will, mate.
Right, this dry brush. Some more on the blue.
I've just got a phone call coming, so you'll just have to bear with me for a minute, my friend.
No problem.
I'm going to go onto no camera mute.
Oh, how rude.
You can't hear me, can you?
It's just awkward because Tom does answer the phone naked, so that's why he's turning his camera off now. We don't want to see that, do we, guys? So I am currently finishing up the blue on the Necrons at the moment. I'm currently finishing up.
Oh, David, you alright?
Garage Hammer, nice.
Yeah, sorry, I missed school. I was just doing a live stream.
A decent sized garage then.
No, you're quite alright.
Some 40K
yeah, I
goodness.
can talk for a minute.
At the weekend, actually, I took down the shed.
We got some stuff on Friday, but other than that, no.
Myself and Tom are filming. It's a nice big area to get a battlefield there. Oh dear. I don't think I can do anything about that. Just don't picture him naked. That's the main thing. I think he's muted himself now. There you go. He's muted himself. I have lost my dry brush. Wherever that's gone. That will do. That will do. Yeah. So back to where I was. So hopefully we've got a nice big space out there, potentially for Garden Apocalypse games, depending how things go. But we're definitely going to play a game. I'm really looking forward to getting my Necrons and playing him up, been reading up on the Codex. I've got a few little tricks up my sleeve to use on his Terminator army, which should be interesting, to be honest. Fingers crossed. Definitely need to get some more experience on my Necrons before the tournament, because let's face it, I don't think many people have played many games over the last year, so any game I get in now is definitely going to go well for me. Potentially. In the next episode of the Kodak Dynasty.
Apologies.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, serious. Thank you very much. The army is Yeah, it's getting there. It's still behind me there. Like I said in the video, I need to get some big stuff for the army. But I've got 4,000 points so far, and it's still got lots of grey stuff to get through.
Come on, Dom.
I'm sorry. I'm getting there.
Yeah, apologies. I thought I actually did mute myself, but apparently I muted Discord and not the stream tool. So you're hearing me making my plans to meet my mother on Sunday.
Hello.
Oh dear, that's well, Dom's just strange. But yeah.
Garden Hammer include a gazebo. Ooh. No, it doesn't. No, it'd be nice actually, a gazebo.
It would give us that extra protection if there was rain.
Mm.
But it's one of these things that when we hire our massive field out for for 40k, we can get a massive marquee on. That'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly, mate. I'm all up for the 40k festival.
Yeah, we'll start a 40k festival in the southeast. We'll get all you.
Well, hopefully in 25 minutes when I check the lottery results, we can
start that. We can start that for this summer then, can't we?
Yeah.
40k LARPing. No, I'm sorry, Gavin.
LARPing. Have you ever seen the Warhammer Fantasy LARPing in Russia? They do.
Yes, I did because I think you shared me the video actually.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. It's pretty full on actually. I'm very impressed.
But also there was that Kickstarter, wasn't there, recently about doing a Warhammer film, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Which looks quite
up in Scotland, I think.
Yeah, it looks quite interesting as well. I mean, actually, I've never really thought about a film based in the old world. I think that would be quite a good film, though. Actually, it's got some really good subject matter in that.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably more replicatable than say in sort of 40k, because obviously the stuff, it's a bit easier to do certain things, I think, in that era.
Yeah, and definitely for it's a better option than AOS, isn't it? Really?
Yes.
So yeah, no, I kind of want to see what it looks like. It should be pretty good. And what else is coming out on the biggish screen? Eisenhorn? Is it
Eisenhorn? Yeah, Eisenhorn is a. Yeah, and obviously there's also a Black Templars movie or film, something as well. And obviously they hired on the chap who did Astartes, which I think is actually doing a few of those ones, which is really good because it means you're going to actually see some decent animation for a change.
Ooh.
Was that a bird?
Anyone else kind of looking forward to showing it to people who do not play 40k and trying to get them in the hobby?
I mean, actually, to be fair, what I actually truly hope for, and not obviously getting people into 40k is great, but actually just having a film that stands outside of the hobby in the fact that it's a good film.
Yeah.
And people can watch it without any kind of connection to 40k. I think that's one thing I think that they haven't quite cracked yet. So
yeah, you're right. Because let's face it, the last attempt at a mainstream one, the Space Marine, was terrible. You can't say it was loyal to the narrative or a particularly good film. It failed on every front.
Yeah, the animation was awful. I think the only thing that was very good about it was the voice actors. That was about it.
Yes. Yeah.
They just about saved it from utter ruin, but it was still pretty bad. So, but yeah, I think you had like John Hurt and I always forget his damn name. Sean Pertwee, that's the one.
Yeah.
Very, very good big names actually. Back then, obviously. So hopefully, I mean, obviously, I can't remember. Did they say they'd hired Mark Strong for Eisenhorn?
I had heard rumours
because he would make an excellent, because he did it. He actually voice-overed it in the game, and the only good thing about that was the voice acting. So.
Oh, I actually, Tom, to be fair to Eisenhorn, I actually finished listening to Pino, and I quite liked it. I wasn't completely enamoured with it, but I did like it. I'd happily listen to another one. To be honest,
I think it's a bit of a builder as the trilogy. So definitely carry on if you can.
Yeah. I'd read one previously. I think Ravnor I'd read, but yeah, it was good. I think it's a bit of a book of its time though, because another one I read. Listen to. Sorry, reading.
Reading.
Was the Commissar Kane one.
Mm.
And it's definitely a style for those ones back then compared to now. And I do quite like the style. It's quite open world, rather than now a lot of the books coming through tend to be like, buy these models, they're great.
Yeah.
Then it was kind of like we could do what we want, which is quite refreshing.
I mean, they did that with the Sister Battle book releases, didn't they? Because they were very much around the time when the box set was coming out and the codex and things like that, and it was it was very focused around a particular model release, which is great. But at the same time, I agree fully that actually it would be nice to see some, again, like I said about the film, books that are good on their own merit.
Yes.
Without having something to push alongside it.
Mm.
Because I think that's one thing that I think maybe Games Workshop forget sometimes, that they're obviously trying to ram the product down our throat, which is fair enough because we all love the models anyway. But having stuff just good in its own right, in my opinion, is actually quite important.
I think they're definitely getting quite good at it though. The amount of times they send their IP out to particular companies, and it obviously attracts people into the hobby.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, their gaming side of things has improved quite a bit the last 5-6 years since they opened up their kind of their licensing to pretty much anyone who can get their hands on it. I think one example of that is Vermintide and their 40k equivalent. They're doing Darktide, which is going to be a 4-player co-op survival against lots of Nurgle cultists, which should be good fun. Things like that, though. But yeah, again, they are learning, I think, sort of more and more as time goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, you normally tell from the author. Hello. Very nice, mate. Don't have that or ADB. Generally, don't seem to have modelling pushing elements in it. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Actually, they tend to kind of go away a little bit and look into the actual narrative and bring something alive from that, rather than.
I mean, ADB he's a legend in the 40k universe, writing wise, in my opinion. There's very few books he's ever written that I've gone, oh, this is awful. He just doesn't doesn't really write bad literature for them, I think, and that's because I think he's just a good writer in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I don't
and same with Dan Abnett. It's the same. It's the same thing. He's pretty good at just writing good stories with a good narrative. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've read anything bad that ADB's done, actually, to be honest. He's done some great series of books, like the Night Lord ones and the Black Legion ones are really good. Right, time for a glaze, I think.
Yeah, I'm just about to start on some Druchii Violet, actually.
How's everyone else's hobby going tonight? All good, I hope. Mm-hmm.
It wants to be.
Yeah. Has anyone actually completed anything so far? That'd be quite good. That'd be an achievement, wouldn't it? And if you're new to the stream, you haven't taken part in any of our Discord stuff, feel free to join up and take part in some little painting challenges. Daryl's almost finished painting his bloat drone. Nice. What have you got left to do on the bloat drone, Daryl? Good. Captain Jack, what we like to hear. Right.
I think we're getting nearer to your favourite time of the night.
Yeah, disappointment time. Woohoo! Mm-hmm.
You haven't already found out it's been disappointing.
Always disappointing. Right. Right. Here we go.
I suppose you want me to look up the numbers, do you?
Well, we have a nice little routine, don't we?
Yeah, okay, well, give me 1 second and I'll be right with you.
Guys, this is an interesting question for you. How did you discover Black Toe Studios? What led you to us? What was your video, or what format did you see us on?
Do you even like us?
Oh, Tom, come on, don't seem desperate.
It's always good to know. It's always good to know.
Right, 30th. Here we go.
Right, let's find.
I predict good things. Yeah, no, they're writing something sentimental, Gavin, and it's much appreciated as well, by the way.
It is. We like to have you guys turn up and just chat with us. You know, it's okay.
Right, I'm ready.
24.
Right, okay, let's start again with different numbers.
24.
Okay, yeah. No.
27.
Right. No.
28. This is really bad, by the way.
Oh, geez,
29.
Right. I got 29. Yes.
42. 4 and an 8.
No. All right. Okay. Never mind.
Christ, if anyone did the old 24, 27, 28, 29, I mean, you know, there we go. Good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the worst draw.
So, Captain Jack, I found you years ago when I was looking for bat reps to watch. You were one of the few that I could listen to. Oh, okay, that's an interesting statement. Why is that compared to other battle report channels?
It's probably our accents.
Mike Underwood, obviously attracted, obviously a good player as well. A word bearer fan. Nice. We are a bit of a niche when it comes to some armies.
I think that's slowly changing though. I think that is, you know, over the years we've collected a lot more variation, I think. But, you know, I don't want to ever go away from the core, what started us off, which was our two main armies. Yeah, that's the one thing we always try and do these apocalypse battles, you know, every year to keep it fresh. So
yeah, definitely. I absolutely love my word bearers. I have ordered the Forge World models.
Nice.
And hopefully they'll get dispatched soon. And
look forward to killing them.
They look so nice, and it was been on the cards for so long. So yeah, good times. Sarah's battle report, I think. We like the style of them. Plus Dom's Warhouse videos are awesome. Yes, well, the Warhouse videos will be returning soon. I have got some Chaos Marines here ready to record, although I need a little bit more to finish the bases, and then I'll be doing a video for them.
Well, you never know. I might do a video at some point.
Yeah, hopefully. It'd be nice. But you got your Tales of Wargamer, so weekdays of Wargamer, so that'll be good. My wife said I know someone who else collects and paints that rubbish. Yes, she does. Nice. It's interesting. But yes, the 83rd will be returning soon.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Guys, do you want to see the Titan appear in one video, or do you want a series where I build the Titan?
Ooh.
Or one long episode, gradually over time as I make it, and it's one episode?
I don't know, actually. That's an interesting question, actually. I'm not sure what I would prefer. I mean, actually seeing it from start to finish in one video in small clips hashed together would be quite cool. So, but at the same time, I would understand if you want to do an episodic thing, but
I've got no real preference, to be honest. Just interesting to see what people think. I mean, a series might give me a bit more time to do bits. Oh, very nice, mate. It's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming along. That's got to dry now. I mustn't do any more. I always get tempted to carry on much faster than I should do, but I need to let it dry, otherwise I'm going to ruin the effect, which is not a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that to one side because I'm probably going to have to call it soon anyway. So, what is the who's messaging me?
You weren't pretentious, and you had the vibe of actually enjoying yourself. Also, content was positive and not moaning about GW. There you go. Well, I think, Jack, you probably know us well enough by now that we're pretty genuine on here. There's no nonsense, as it were. Or there is nonsense, but nice nonsense.
It's good nonsense. And I must admit, I can't ever say I've never whinged about GW, but I feel I don't whinge about it on the majority of the time because a lot of people, I understand exactly what you mean. Some people really rag on them for being overpriced, for not just not being true supporters of their own hobby, if that makes sense. I think, and I think that's just not true. They do good stuff. They do make some clangers sometimes, and I'd like to always pull up on those particular ones, but it's very few and far between for me. I enjoy the game system. I always have. Dom knows I've played many editions, and I think whenever I played it, I tended to avoid playing with people that constantly got depressed about the game and how it played and things like that, because I don't get on with that kind of in playing that kind of game, because it's very boring just to hear someone go, oh, my rules don't work this way, my rules. At the end of the day, everyone goes through bad rule phases. I mean, I know Dom's been through a few and I've been through a few, especially with the Templars for a long period of time when they were awful, really. But the thing is, I enjoy playing them. I enjoy playing them regardless. That's kind of the point. So
yeah, it's done for fun. I think over anything else, we do it because we like the armies we pick. We don't do it because they're going to be top meta. Because one day word bearers will be. It's just a matter of time. It could be 10 years, it could be 20 years, but one day we'll have our day. Yeah, I think I'll probably do a series then, guys. Like yourselves, I've looked at some and it's very intimidating out there. So I will do an honest series, and hopefully it won't go terribly wrong.
I think you'll do fine, mate.
Very sad.
So I will post a progress picture of this up now onto Discord, I think.
Yeah. Sarah, some people use as a clickbait, which is real awesome. Yeah, we don't do clickbait.
Apart from tonight.
Yeah, that's the most clickbaity thing we've ever done.
But I think that was more done out of humour rather than being clickbaitiness in all seriousness.
Yeah, because it's not. What's the point? You're like, I've fallen for clickbait before. You go, oh, and it's nothing to do with that. It's just like, why am I watching this? And I think it shows more respect for you guys that we don't do it. And I think a lot of channels don't, but there are some channels obviously that love a bit of clickbait, bit of spiky bits kind of thing going on.
Yeah. Oh, spiky bits. Oh dear. I remember we used to follow that quite a lot, and it got so bad that we're just like, oh god, no, this is just.
Let's not do this anymore.
Let's not do this anymore. Yeah, exactly.
Back away! Back away! Mini wargaming was the worst for me. Letter to GW because it changed.
I used to love mini wargaming, as Dom remembers probably. But I'm not as big a fan. I mean, I really like I think their ethos, I suppose, is quite good. Yeah, they're very much like us in the fact they do the games, but I'm just not a big fan of all their videos sometimes. But I think that's pretty normal for anything, really, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, clickbait is something that I don't like at all.
Right, here we go. Finally, you've got a decent picture there. This thing does not stand up.
Has anyone got any ideas for their painting challenge? Has anyone got something sitting there, like a Valkyrie, who knows, that you've gone, oh, I could do a bit of nose art on there?
Also, while we're just finishing up the stream, obviously I did post in my Discord army section, I'm looking for a name for the Keeper of Secrets.
I gave you a name.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put it in the voting system. How's that?
Yeah.
So if you've got any ideas for a name for the Keeper of Secrets, go into my Tom's Discord Army section on Discord and put some suggestions there. What I'm going to do is once I've got hopefully 5 or 6, I'll do a general vote for everyone, and then they can pick a few names. That doesn't matter, Jack. You just give it a go, my friend. That's all you need to do. Honestly,
Yeah.
I freely admit I am bad at freehand. But I have given it a go, and sometimes you might surprise yourself. Trust me. I think the best ones I've done so far was practicing my Maltese cross to go over the top of my Black Templar tanks.
Yeah, I think it's a tool you can have in your toolbox that will be actually really useful in the future. So go for it, Jack. Everyone else is going to be in a difficult place.
And for anyone who hasn't joined our Discord, there is the link. So feel free to join there if you haven't done so. We will drop you into our group, obviously. And I have. Oh, there's also just. I'm just having a quick look at the post during the stream. We've had Mike's done an update showing the wings on his Eldar Beast. I think that's the Eldar Beast. I'm pretty sure. Dave Holland's been doing some Space Marine. I'm going to forget the name of these guys now. Inceptors. I can't remember. I get there's too many I-based names for the Space Marine Army, in my opinion. And Daryl's bloke drone is looking very nice. Very nice look on that, mate. That black is pretty sweet, actually.
And on the stream, Mike is saying about doing something on the shoulder pad. That'd be quite cool.
Infiltrators, sorry, that's the one.
Yeah, and Jack wants to put graffiti on terrain, which is brilliant. There you go. That's a good idea. Do some graffiti, and then when you're feeling a bit braver, you can put it onto a model.
Indeed. The key is just to practice it, and you genuinely will get better at freehand. So, but anyway, I think that is as good as a place to end it, Dom.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
So, as usual, everyone. And there's still 16 of you watching, so thank you for sticking through the whole stream. Very, very kind of you all. Thank you all so much for watching. And this is Tom and
Dom
from Black Toe Studios, and we will definitely be seeing you next week. Take care, everyone.